You may be surprised to learn that not all popular browsers are W3C compliant. To research what that means and which browsers are more compliant than others, there's a link on the training website that can start you off on some further research. It may often be essential to check what browser is being used so you can direct processing, or more usually the CSS files, in cases where browsers are either not or only partially W3C compliant, or render content differently, or don't have the required security. Why would you want to do this? Well, the cost of application development is radically increased by trying to accommodate all browsers. Intelligent developers today quote for W3C compliance and manage deviation from that through a often costly change control process. To demonstrate how we can actually detect what browser is being used from the server, load your function test file, select it all and delete it all, and paste the server snippet browser detection. This examplet is just a function which echoes out the return value of the function, browser space browser version. It also echoes the server variable HTTP user agent, and that's used to do a regex match between the user agent and the various return values corresponding to popular browsers. So we're testing for Microsoft Internet Explorer, Opera in 2 different styles, Firefox, Safari, and other. Let's save that. And run the fn test file in the browser. And this tells me that I'm using Firefox version 3.6.8. And I'm working on a Windows platform. Let's have a look at the same thing in some other browsers. Firstly, in Opera, I've loaded the demo folder and I can click fn test. And that tells me that I'm using now Opera 9.8, again on the same platform obviously. And now in Windows Internet Explorer, which is something I would never do in real life, load fn test and it tells me I'm using IE8. And finally, in Google Chrome, load fn test, and it tells me that Google Chrome is actually using Safari 533.4, but it's the Chrome version of Safari. Now, if you read further about the different ways the different browsers render material to the page and the non-compliance of some of those browsers, you'll start to realize how important a function like this browser will be in any commercial grade development.